everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Natalie and my channel is all about luxury, vintage, fashion, and styling. So if you're interested in any of those, please consider hitting the subscribe button below. And today I have a new vintage reveal for you guys. Okay, so I won't keep you waiting for long about my vintage reveal, but it is not a bag. It's kind of something I've been buying a little bit more of recently. So let me just show you and get right into it. So I actually do have a new vintage handbag coming to me though very soon. I just ordered one yesterday. So that'll probably be in the next video or two. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it when it goes live. But I have this beautiful vintage Gucci silk button down. And this is from like the late 80s, I think 70s or 80s. I have to double check. I'll put it on the screen. I'll have to go back and look. But I mean, how amazing are these details? So I hope you can see this. I'll put it closer to the camera. So you can see the little GGs all throughout the whole thing. And just like vintage clothes to me, the details on them are so beautiful. They are so much more well-made than newer stuff. I mean, a lot of this stuff was like made by hand. Look at these like mother of pearl brown buttons with the GGs engraved. Those are on all of the buttons. And on the sleeves, it even has this detail where it has that extra little clip. So if you really want to like cinch it in really tight to get that like really tight look around your wrist, you can do that, or just regular button, or just have it open. And then check out the tag, like a vintage Gucci tag, just so you guys can see what that looks like. And this was listed as a size medium. I got it on the RealReal where I buy a lot of my vintage clothes. So yeah, 100% silk, made in Italy, and you can just feel the quality of these. I mean, I'm such like a nerd about this stuff, but you can just see like how they've sewn everything, like tininess of the stitching. Like the stitching is perfection. You don't see any like loose seams hanging like you find on normal clothes. Like everything is done like perfectly. It's crazy to me, the quality of older clothes versus nowadays. Like it's really night and day difference. And the fact that this is art like still in such amazing condition is just a testament to how well these clothes hold up. So the one damage that it did have on it was the silks kind of pulled a little bit in this area right here, right by the like inner part of the sleeve, probably from like a handbag. But that honestly, like you really don't notice that when you wear it on. I haven't noticed it. Normally, like I'm very picky about seeing when things are like damaged a little bit when I'm wearing them. That didn't bother me at all. And it fits really nice. So even though it was listed as a medium, I thought, okay, that'll be plenty of room. It is, and I'll show cutaways, like the perfect size, like just a little oversized, but like I do feel, I'm just used to very oversized things. So I do feel like it's like just perfectly fitting, but that's fine for me. It's beautiful, styled open, styled shut. My friend said it felt very like grandma vibes when I showed her it done up with trousers. But honestly, like I feel like a super chic grandma, and like I'm into the vibe, like that 70s vibe. So I'm into that, but also you could style it more modern, like open. So just pieces like this, I feel like will like stay in my closet forever. Like I can get so much use out of them, and it's like a really sort of affordable. This was still in the higher end. I think I paid around $200 for this, so it wasn't cheap by any means. But it's like a beautiful quality piece. And like if I bought a silk shirt these days, like a good quality shirt, not even designer, it would run about the same price anyways. So to me, I felt like I might as well invest in something that's also like super unique, a special piece. And you know, I just love really special vintage pieces. So this is my shirt. Let me know what you think. And I figured since I was filming this video, I would go ahead and show you the other shirt that I picked up a couple months ago. I think I might have shown it in a video, like not a dedicated video, but this is the YSL men's shirt I picked up a couple months ago. I got this one off of eBay. And so it says a 15.5, but honestly, you always have to go by just the measurements of what the garment is when you see, because vintage sizing compared to current sizing is usually always on the smaller side. And yeah, like especially if it's men's or women's, like you just don't know. always go by the measurements, go into your closet, get something that already fits you well, kind of give that a measurement, like something similar, and just kind of see like where that would fit, because I feel like just taking your body measurements doesn't necessarily say like how something will fit. So that's something to consider. And let me just show you the details of this one up close. Yeah, it's a beautiful quality. So this again is a men's. It's in this super light, kind of like bluish gray color. And I think this one was around $100. So the one thing that's tricky about these ones is I found when I was looking, and I usually like to like compare tags and things when I'm looking to see if something feels like legitimate or not when I'm buying it online. One, I only buy from like trusted sellers who have a lot of reviews, seem to sell that kind of stuff. It's not like a random thing that they're selling. Typically like bigger vintage stores, that kind of thing. Also, if you're nervous that it won't fit you, just kind of like check the return policies of places that you're looking at, because you don't want to get stuck with something you can't return and say it doesn't fit unless you like feel like it's like a legit like thing you want to go for. So yeah, I'll show a cutaway of how this one fits me too. But yeah, I'd say just make sure you're buying from trusted sellers. Always check the measurements. And yeah, I always just look for like the garment composition too. Like, it's not that it always has to be a natural fabric necessarily, but usually those are like higher quality pieces. Make sure you have enough details to kind of see everything. So like, for example, on this Gucci shirt, it did say there was like minor balding, and I was like, well, what does that really mean? Like, I don't know what it's referring to, and I didn't see in the photos, but once I got it, maybe that's what this was referring to, but I didn't really notice in the photo. So that's just always something to keep in mind. If you're not sure, always just ask for extra photos if possible, like depending on the site. Yeah, and I mean, I have a lot more vintage clothes than these. These are just the 2 shirts I picked up recently. I do have my Chanel collection video, my clothing collection video, so you can check that out. There's more like tips, more specific to vintage Chanel, if that's something you're interested in buying. Yeah, any questions for me, you can leave them down in the description box below. And until next time, take care. Bye.